You're watching Cartel TV, and I'm Amelia.
The latest Fiesta ST packs the highest level of kit ever, but that is just one of its advantages.
Today's video, we are looking into one of the last non-SUVs or utes from Ford to see if, well, Ford has made a mistake in axing most of their vehicles.
A while back, we tested the Focus wagon and argued that there is most definitely room for such a vehicle, despite the SUV craze and the decision that Ford made to end production of regular cars in the US of A. A decision that could easily boil over to many other markets. Your feedback in the comments section was vastly appreciative of our point of view.
After a week driving the Fiesta ST, I feel definitely convinced. Sure, it's a vastly different model to the Focus wagon, but this little hot hatch really seems to have its place in today's market.
The first thing you will notice on the Fiesta ST is that it now has 5 doors.
Yes, I know, hot hatches are traditionally 3-door machines, but 5 doors isn't really an overly new feature, and some people will welcome a bit of extra practicality, myself included.
Other than that, it looks like a bit of a more aggressive version of a modern hatchback that the latest Fiesta is. You get cool 18-inch alloy wheels, roof spoiler, side skirts, LED projector headlights, different front and rear bumpers and diffuser.
The familiar features are also nice.
The latest Fiesta is a nice looking car with harmonious lines, and those are carried over to the ST version as well.
With just a few extra features to make it stand out.
My personal favourite feature of the new Fiesta is the ascending sideline that pushes the windows upwards. It makes the whole side look cute and modern and harmonious at the same time.
The headlights and grille combo also look great.
Borrowing from the idea of other larger vehicles from Ford, where they still have them.
The least appealing part to me is the rear. It's just a bit sharp and boxy.
Not as smooth as the rest of the car, but the ST styling editions make it look okay as well.
And let me show you this. When you open the door, this little protector pops out to protect the paint. Nice.
Now, I'm going to tell you something that some of you may feel is a downside, but in my opinion, it's not really.
The engine has only 3 cylinders.
But it is that lovely 1.5 EcoBoost with both direct and port injection and a turbocharger, and it produces 147 kilowatts and 290 newton meters of torque, more than enough for loads of fun in a car of this size. A lesser, older, less powerful 1.5 EcoBoost was enough for the S-Max, and that is a relatively bulky 7-seater. This one is surely enough for the Fiesta. Like, more than enough. It comes with a manual that I will talk about in a minute, and it officially consumes 6.3 litres per 100 kilometres.
In reality, you won't be that fuel efficient, and also in reality, you really won't care. Here's why. So firstly, they don't even offer an automatic option. Like, you can't even pay for one, it's just not offered. Now, I know that will probably put some drivers off, but as a competent manual driver, I respect Ford's decision.
This is a lovely hot hatch, a pocket rocket designed to give you the old-fashioned joy of driving a performance vehicle every day, and for a price of, well, a bigger but not hot hatch.
It's affordable, lightweight, with a sharp steering input and performance-tuned suspension.
It is designed to make you feel one with the car and the road and have as little issues with physics as possible.
In my book, the manual is a big part of that experience, even though it has a longer throw than I would like.
Truth be told, the Polo GTI, which is a direct competitor to this car, has a DSG. Okay, sure. A dual clutch is a nice addition for this kind of car, but I can't say I regretted having the manual once.
It just makes driving the Fiesta feel exactly like it should.
And now for that engine.
I hate to say it, but I just love this 3-pot.
Even though it's turbocharged, you do need to rev it a bit higher for all the torques, as they all pitch in at about 4,500 revs. But that is a very nice thing in a car such as this one.
Turbo lag is very small and power buildup is nice and smooth.
Somewhere a bit over 3,000 revs is where this engine shines, pushes the Fiesta ST with remarkable ease without feeling strained at any point. Push it all the way to 6,000 where the top power figure is, and this gives you a very wide range to play with, where the engine feels zippy, fun and responsive.
Having the manual also helps you make the best of this range because you can tailor the amount of push you get from the engine with remarkable precision.
I know it's not a rear-wheel drive car. I know it doesn't have heaps of power. And I know it does not cost as much as a house.
But this is a real driver's car in the hands of someone who really enjoys machines, like this one.
You sit pretty low in the Fiesta ST.
It really helps with that sporty feel and makes you feel nice and connected to the road. Now look, it's not the most comfortable car, but no tiny hatch is.
This one has the redeeming feature of putting a smile on your face every time you push the pedal or shift with rev matching, or give it a push on a twisty road.
See how much you paid for this much fun on a daily basis. Yeah, this car makes you smile a lot.
Ford says it has selectable drive modes and performance pack with limited slip differential, LSD, launch control and Ford patented force vectoring springs for sharper turning, responsiveness and engagement.
Now, there is LSD available on the Fiesta. And I'm not talking about the kind that makes you see pretty pink dinosaurs. Although it is equally as mind-blowing, and it really lets you know that this is a serious driving machine. In case that wasn't clear enough already.
So the steering is sharp, responsive and perfectly weighted. The manual is just awesome. The engine loves to rev and responds with eagerness, and the car is small and easy to steer around.
Now, if I had to pick some downsides, I would say that the close gearing makes high-speed cruising feel a little bit strainy, just from the higher RPMs at higher speeds.
And the seats are, quite obviously, more about support than comfort.
But that's about it. And that's a trade-off between any car. You have to pick between style, comfort, price, practicality, and performance.
Anyone looking into a hot hatch will definitely not buy it to sit at 110 kilometres for 1,000 kilometres on a motorway every day.
You buy it for fun on those twisty roads and even more fun in the city than pretty much anything else can give. In those respects, the Fiesta's shorter gearing and cool seats are a massive plus.
I have to compare it to the Polo GTI again. While Volkswagen sets benchmarks when it comes to more or less affordable hot hatches, I reckon the Fiesta ST has one big advantage. It has just one trim level.
That means it is packed with features, and not just on the inside. Here we have these awesome heated seats, which I will talk about in just a minute, a heated steering wheel, an 8-inch display screen.
That also has Apple CarPlay and Android Auto, amazing Bang & Olufsen sound system with 10 speakers in this small package, digital radio, voice commands and more.
It really is spec'd to the max. I mean, if you wanted to spec out the Polo GTI to this level, it would cost way more than the Fiesta.
Okay, there is a bit of hard plastic around the cabin, but for a tiny hatchback, this is damn awesome.
The steering wheel is nice and thick. It's perfectly weighted, and it really inspires confidence on those bendy roads.
The mentioned Recaro sports seats provide a great mix of support and comfort, more so support. But even in a longer drive, that won't make them intolerable. While on a more spirited drive, you will love the reassuring support in tight corners.
This whole interior just seems geared towards performance conditions.
The dashboard is also really close. The gearbox lever is perfectly positioned.
Close enough for engagingly fast operation.
But not too close to be in the way, and you just feel cocooned and connected to the car and the road.
On the inside, you can get one optional feature only, and that's a panoramic sunroof. I obviously do not have one here.
And if you like those, you will need to cough up an extra $2,500. The cabin itself is small, but there is some space for storage such as cup holders, a tray in front of the gear lever, big door bins and a glove box.
Space in the back is as good as it's going to get in any subcompact city car, which means not very.
Headroom is okay, but legroom is definitely limited.
Technically, the Fiesta is a 5-seater, but don't do that to anyone you love.
There is no folding armrest and no rear air vents. Not that they are actually needed in something this small.
The Fiesta ST is obviously meant to pamper the driving enthusiast who sits behind the steering wheel.
The boot has a capacity of 311 litres, which is pretty good for this class. Still, I have to say that much of this volume comes from the fact that the boot is pretty deep.
If you do plan on carrying suitcases or larger items, don't be persuaded by the official volume. Make sure that they actually fit. And there is also a significant load lip, which makes getting those larger things in kind of difficult. But I mean, who buys a Fiesta if they're going to be hauling around really heavy items anyway?
Of course, the seats split 60-40 and fold for more boot space.
Having only one trim and aiming for the top means that the Fiesta ST is packed with safety features.
You get things like speed sign recognition, ABS, AEB with pedestrian and cyclist detection, blind spot monitor, rear cross traffic alert with active braking, cruise control, dynamic stability control, EBD, emergency brake assist, enhanced torque vectoring, forward collision warning, hill start assist, launch control, lane keep assist with lane departure warning and more.
With a price tag of just under $32,000, the Fiesta ST is noticeably more expensive than before. But it is still a relatively affordable way to have heaps of fun behind the wheel.
That limited slip differential or LSD is awesome. The engine is awesome, steering and suspension are awesome, and that manual puts it all together in a really nice package, albeit having a bit longer throw.
And in case I haven't said awesome enough, it's packed with a safety and comfort kit as standard. Awesome.
If you're looking for a hot hatch, this one is really worth the money. It's obviously for those who love performance on twisty roads, and I can guarantee you that if you're one of those people, you're going to love it.
I have had a ton of fun driving this car these past few days, and if you are of the same persuasion, I have absolutely no hesitation in recommending to you the Ford Fiesta ST. Thank you so much for watching Cartel TV. Hey, if you're new around here, make sure you go over and give us a like on our social channels, Facebook and Instagram. And remember, the more likes we get, the more cars we can review for you. So it's a win-win. Catch you next time.